Welcome back to a Phantom Advance repair, and I've got to apologise in the last video I did where I burped, and that was because I was about to go live. When I pressed the streaming button, the circles are going around on the screen just sort of saying get ready to stream, and then a burp came out and I didn't realise it actually recorded it. So apologise for that one. Yeah, so maybe I should have called that one the Phantom 3 burp. There we go. So this one's came in for repair. It had broken LED, as you can see from here. So one of these LEDs wasn't working, and also had one of these missing as well. Well, I've got still share. It had a broken battery bay, so it busted off of here. So we've replaced that, and we've also bottom shell. It's all scratch marks up here, missing and cracked inside here as well. That's about it. Still on the shell. It's lots of scuff marks, but more of this damaged, where he's actually broken the LED underneath it. So that's the reason why we replaced the shell itself. I think there's some overlug holes. Just checking. Sometimes you can, on a crash, you normally can get cracks appearing on the screw ends down here. Obviously, don't appear to be on that one there. And some of the damage is done to the top of the shell as well. So they'll replace. I've literally just done the finishing touches to this. So I've just got to put some little plastic bits down in here. That was resoldered. I had spares. I noticed with the Phantom 3 standard, it only has one LED on these panels, where the Pro and Advance has two LEDs. And lucky enough, I got lots of spares of these. So that's the broken one. So that's now got the new one installed. He's also got one of these little landing pad bits here which goes in between there. So I'll put that back in a sec. I've just got to put these little fiddly things back down the side here. I should have done that without the actual camera on. So it's quite hard to get them on. So I'll quickly do that now. Very fiddly though. It's hard to show on camera. So bear with me a sec while I just get these little ones in. And they're probably going to be very stubborn to get in while I'm filming, especially doing a live feed, and especially late at night. I thought I'd just get this last one in for tonight. And it's gone in. A little stubborn, cable's not sitting right, and it's getting there. So that one's done. Again, they're like really fiddly to get in, these little plastic things. But I suppose it stops getting all the dust and grime in there. Normally I have a knack, but I think I should have really left the gimbal off before putting these in, because with the gimbal in the way it's a bit more awkward. But very fiddly job to do. But I think we're almost there. Yeah, that one's in. It's perfect. That one's going to be awkward. I can't see, that one's going to be really awkward because the gimbal is right over the way of it. So I'll try and do my best on this last one. There is a knack of getting these in, but it's a lot easier when the gimbal's not on. I don't know why I left these till last. I think I've just forgot about them, just realised they're there. That's it. And I've got one more there, which has got the main compass cable going through, as well as the actual antennae area as well. So that one has a bit more of a bigger gap in there to go around the cables. It's easy to get the cables in there first before trying to attempt to push those down. And we've got the one in. With a push and squeeze, and they're in. There you go. You can't push them too far because they end up going through it and popping out into the case, which is no good. I'll put in the two plastic connectors there that keeps the gimbal safe, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple cable ties on each one of these as a double precaution. Got those pieces back on. Camera's all back intact, so that's all running. I already fired it all up, because the other good tip on there is don't put the top and screw it back on until you've powered it all up. So I'll put the top on lightly, so the GPS plugs into it, and then I do a quick power up to make sure the gimbal calibrates, well, you know, starts up as it should do, because it does this little dance thing. And once that's fired up, I then check to make sure the camera pans down and pans up. I can see everything through the camera as well, doesn't look weird. Check, you can see the battery status, because you can accidentally leave the battery cable off, because it's a very tiny cable and it can be easily sort of forgotten about. I've done that once or twice before. I have to go back into it again. Once all those confirmed, I fire up the motors, make sure there's no ESC errors. Once they all fired up fine, then I'll know it's ready to go. Then I'll put the lid back on, screw it all down, and replace it with some stickers. So I've got some sticker labels here. So I brought a couple packs, so we can more or less put back the original sticker labels. And I think I've got the ones, the silver ones that come with the actual Phantom Advance, which I have. So I'll put those on in 2 secs. And I'm just going to fire up my phone to see if actually anybody's commenting, because I can't see. I've got my phone doing the live feeds. Just bear us 1 sec. So yes, it's come up on my phone, I can see that. Turn down the sound. Look for live comments. Andy, hiya. That's right, I can see you now. So hi Andy. Right, so now we got these bits on, we can put the sticker labels on. There's a way of doing this. You can, because they've like been around at an angle, and you can see they sort of curve over, is I tend to sort of position middle part on here with the grooves, because there's a slight groove on the case, and go down, and hopefully it's normally perfect both sides, so that they don't actually so I've done it before, we've gone like that, it's gone wobbly over this way and it hasn't sat down properly. So look for the, and then down, perfect. Maybe just a bit over, but you can't always get these right, because these are sort of weird, and I've got a bit, oh well, does the job anyway. Sometimes they don't even stick properly either. Hi Tom. And on there. And last one, but not this one. And bang on. So there's sticky labels back on, making it look more like a Phantom Advance. And we've got the DJI stickers here. There always gives too many on there, so we'll just plonk one just in the middle there for him. DJI sorted. So that's that done. And one last thing underneath is put this protection bracket in there. These are quite lightweight, and they're quite ideal, because when you've got them on there, it protects. So if it does come down hard on its feet, it still gives some sort of protection on the camera itself. And all they do is they just slot in, I think the right way around, slots in just underneath there. They sit in, they've got some grooves they sit in. Yeah, I've got the wrong way around, goes one way around. That's it. And they fit in like so. So there you go, extra protection for the feet. So nicely done. And I've got the gimbal bit in the machine as well. So that's now actually finished and repaired now. So that's a nice successful repair. It's quite an easy one to do. Straightforward. This is my last repair now. So not accepting any more repairs anymore, because just the availability of parts are very hard to get hold of. So this is my last repair, and done for today. So that's it. No more now. So oh yeah, I've got to put the screws back in. I'm missing some screws. These end screws here. So I don't nearly forgot that. It's weird though, because I'm finding on the Pro, sorry, the Phantom 3 Advance, they have different screws to the actual Phantom 3 Pro does, which is a bit of a pain in the backside. I'll find where I put my. I had it earlier. That's the flat head. Where's that gone? No, I've lost it. I had it earlier. Ah, there we go. So this one, next one up. Typical hat to do. Oh, bear a sec. Things are falling over. Right, boxes. Put the phone up there. I've got the ones. No, next one up. So there you go. So there's these style screwdrivers. These middle ones are quite hard to put back. You got the landing gear in the way. So you have to sort of keep the screwdriver very close to the landing gear, and they are very tight to screw down. It's in. So you have like a one type tool for those screws. Then you have a second tool for these 2 screws here. Then you have another tool for the 4 screws for the motors. Then you have another tool that's a different size for the end screw here, which is really ridiculous of how many screws tools it requires just to open up this Phantom 3 Advance. And there are 4 of those. The end pieces, and you can see the landing gear does get in the way, but there's no way of getting around it. You can take landing gear off, but it's just easier. Just make sure it's up against tight against the leg. Put them back in. It's the same way of getting them off as well. And don't try and cross thread them, because it is then a complete bitch to get out. But if you're doing a shell repair, it doesn't matter. You can rip the shell off anyway. But if you want to keep your shell and you're doing some other fixes inside, it's not a shell replacement, then don't cross thread these, because you'll have to drill it out and be really careful. Lucky enough, fingers crossed, I've not actually had any issues with these cross-threading these screws. So make sure you've got some good tools for the job itself. And the other one I've actually missed putting back on because I dropped it on the floor and picked it up is a screw for this here. So and that takes another type of screw on top. That one there. There's so many tools you need to use to unscrew these with, all different sizes. So most of my tools I use are like a whole patch of these star ones. I've got a whole patch, different size Phillips and flatheads, very useful. And I've got these ones that are quite useful as well. These don't think I've got actually a number on them. 2mm, and they're like hex. I call them T something. Again, all the details on my website anyway for the tools that I use for it. Quick question: I haven't powered up my Phantom 3 drone since last summer. The battery is out and charged at 50%. Will it be okay to leave as it is, or do I need to power it up every now and again? What they recommend is with the batteries. I'll talk about the battery in a sec actually. Let's move this drone out of the way for 2 secs. It clears some space off. And I've got a battery here actually. So, let me just see. With batteries, because they're LiPo, any LiPo battery, whether it's same with your mobile phone, it's the same principles. Is when you're not using these batteries, I will discharge these down to at least 2 lights on your Phantom. This is a brand new battery, so it comes with just 1 light on there. But what you've got to understand with LiPo batteries, if it's too hot, it can lose charge. If it's too cold, they can lose charge as well. So if you're storing these, always store these in room temperature conditions if you can. Then it stops them from losing its charge. And charge down to at least 2 lights on there, and that's a good way of storing these safe for a long period of time, especially over like the winter periods. But again, room temperature with these. Don't leave them in the garage where they go down to minuses, because the battery drops too far on a LiPo battery. Then 9 times out of 10, when you come to recharging them, you end up having a dead cell in the batteries. Now, in your case, what you want to do is on the Phantom battery or the Inspire batteries, Inspire is the same, is if you hold the power light down when the battery's out, like I've got it here, and hold it for a few seconds till that little red light on the power button flashes. And you have to do this really quickly. If you've got all green lights like this, it says to me all the cells, all 4 cells on this battery are fantastic, they're good. If you get one that's either off, I think it is, or if it flashes at you, that's normally that's got a faulty cell. So that, bin it, don't use it. So you can only charge up to 50%. That's probably what's happened. You may have damage to the cells in the battery. So try that button first, because when you put it in the drone and power it up, that doesn't always tell you the true status of this, to say, you know, you've got dead cells. It'll just say the charging level. And it can be very risky, because I was stupid enough for my Inspire to charge batteries up. I left them for so many days, because these are normally after like 3 or 4 days or 6 days, they go in a discharge cycle to discharge down, because that's what the intelligent smart bit's for. And I forgot to recharge my batteries on my Inspire. So because they went it onto a discharge and discharging down, I actually previously used it on the Inspire, and I flew it off, and immediately it wanted to come down. It almost landed on the roof, but I managed to guide it down towards me, and that was lucky, because I could have lost a $2 drone there because of my stupidity. So if you've known these batteries have been stored away for more than 6 days, put them on a full charge, so it triggers the smart intelligent on the battery to say, I'm going to charge up now, and get a full charge on it before taking it out. But yeah, so push the button till the red light flashes. See if all green lights come up. If one flashes or one shows out, then it means a dead cell. It means spin the battery, get a new one. All right. So it's for any LiPo batteries the same though. If you charge them, if you discharge them too low, you knacker them. If you overcharge them, you're going to blow them and knacker them. If you store them in too cold conditions or too hot conditions, they will lose charge on, you know. So you have to be careful. Batteries have to be at room temperature before the drone sort of accepts them, because you know, you get cold levels when you put the battery in, like the battery's too cold, wait for it to warm up, you know. You can buy the battery heaters that you can put the battery into, and it heats the battery up to the right temperature for flying as well. So that's what LiPos, you have to take care of the LiPo batteries. Don't take care of the LiPo batteries, then they won't take care of your drone. I just say. Cool. Right, I'm going to definitely have to improve my wireless here, because looking on my phone here, I'm watching back and seeing the comments, it's a bit fuzzy, so I think I'm going to have to improve my wireless. But I've got a channel, an IT channel, that I'm doing a lot of stuff for. So I'm going to rewire my house with some new Wi-Fi access points. So watch out for that video on that channel. So yeah, so this is all repaired now, so that's all back to normal. Got the sticky labels on there. It's already been tested up, so it all works. LEDs now all working on here nicely, and this is now good to go. So yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you on another video soon. Same with the Osmo. Yeah, with the Osmo, I've got some techie tips coming up on the Osmo. So on my Jack's Gear channel coming soon. So once it goes live, I will once I get a few videos up on there, I will tell you the details for it. I'll tell you everything about the Osmo batteries as well, because I've got some new gadgets for the Osmo and some new stuff, new kit, new cables as well, you guys might be interested in as well. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and 1 minute, and just quickly turn my camera around. Yeah, so thanks for watching me. Yeah, these are tie dyes before someone comments on them as well. So yeah, so new channel, so that's Jack's Gear, all about the accessories, the gear I use, so that's coming very soon. I'm going to start creating some videos this week and next week for the channel. As soon as it goes live, I will let you guys know on here. So that will run alongside with this channel as well. So I've got lots of different tips coming up for Jack's drones still, so I'm trying to push those out. So there's still a few more contents going on, but going forward I won't do so much, because there's not much drones to review, so not much gear to get, it's expensive stuff to buy, you know, so it's very difficult. But yes, I'm going to do some more drone quad racing, because there's some really nice stuff coming out for racing drones. They just launched a few more fantastic racing drones, so I'm definitely going to be buying another new racing drone to review on Jack's Drones channel here. and there's also a guy that does an indoor racing club, and he's been asking me to come down, and I'm going to go and catch up with him, see where he was, because his indoor racing one actually has a special netting. Not to say it's netting, they've actually Wi-Fi proofed it, so there's no interference from Wi-Fi outside. So the racing circuit has its own Wi-Fi sort of network that doesn't interfere with anybody else's. So it makes it fantastic for flying and FPV racing in there. So I'm going to catch up with them and see what they're doing as well. Faraday Gadget. My one's going to be called Jack's Gear. Okay, on YouTube. I've created the channel already, but it's got no videos on there just yet. Just getting all the banners and getting it tidied up a bit as well. Faraday cage. Yes, a bit like that. Yeah, blocking, so it makes FP racing much more clearer for their goggles as well. Don't forget, guys, we've got the new goggles coming out for DJI. I already had somebody order that through my affiliate link, which is really cool. I'm definitely placing an order for the FPV goggles because they not only just work with what they've done. I've just been reading up on them. I'm going to do a video on that soon and show it and tell you more about the DJI's goggles. It's not just about working with your own gear, they're also compatible with other devices, which is going to be interesting. And the tech inside these goggles are definitely worth the £500 that they cost. So they are definitely worth getting. So as I said before, also no, actually just thinking about it, DJI is also releasing a racing drone as well. They've already created the motors and the flight gear for it, and I'm just waiting for them to release their new carbon fibre chassis for it. And so that's going to be good, something to look out for DJI as well. And if it's not going to be too expensive, I'll definitely invest in one and see how it handles against the other ones out there that are coming to market as well. So stay tuned on that one. So anyway, it's late, guys. I have got tired eyes, you see the baggy eyes, because I don't sleep. I'm constantly on the go working. So I will get an early night tonight, and I'll catch you again very shortly on this channel. And I will also tell everybody, I'll let you guys know all my other channels that I'm doing stuff for. So if you're a fan of what I do and you enjoy the videos I create and make, I want to keep following me. I'll give you all my details where you can find where all my other videos are as well. So thanks again, guys, for all the supporters, all the new subscribers. Keep subscribing, and remember, if you're going to buy anything for DJI, do follow my DJI affiliate links. Click on those, because this will all help towards doing some new stuff for this channel as well. So night, everybody. Night, Tom, Mark. Is that Mark? Marcus? And I can't remember who else is on there. Andy. Night. See you soon, guys. Cheers.